Most investors cannot see the future better than anybody else. And trying to predict the future will not produce investment success. One of my heroes, John Kenneth Galbraith, said, "We have two kinds of forecasters, the ones who don't know and the ones who don't know they don't know." Truth is, the future is uncertain, and is a suggestion of my hosts. I have combined for you some aspects of all three. So you'll see the dividing lines in the presentation. First, the truth about investing. Most investors cannot see the future better than anybody else. And trying to predict the future will not produce investment success. One of my heroes, John Kenneth Galbraith, said, "We have two kinds of forecasters, the ones who don't know and the ones who don't know they don't know." Truth is, the future is uncertain, and yet, what is investing but deploying money for the future? Most investors act as if they can see the future, and they base their investment decisions on their view of the future. Either they can, or they think they have to pretend that they can for their business. Now, I think it's dangerous because...
Yes. What's going on, man? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Always remember, man, whatever you think about comes about. Whatever focus on grows. That was the great Howard Marks. If you don't know who Howard Marks is, come on, man. I thought you wanted to be an investor. Being a good investor means you need to spend some time studying other investors, not just football players, YouTubers, Instagrammers, and kids on TikTok. You need to study some legit OGs out here who've been investing more than 3 years. That's Howard Marks. He's one of the greatest. He runs a Oak Tree Capital. They used to call him the mini Buffett. If you go to Oak Tree Capital's website, he puts out a letter once a month. Buffett puts his letter out once a year. Howard puts out a newsletter. As you can see, not the most exciting guy to listen to, but he straight drops bombs the whole time. What's up, Matt? What's up, man? Hey, the Alpha Code to Unlocking Stock Market Price Movements. Beginner's Guide to Getting Started Trading Stocks, Learning Strategy that Works, Being Held Accountable. You should have a copy of this if you're in the Money Flow gang. You got it when you came in. It was in the email that welcomed you. And it breaks down the basic components of swing trading. Now, I wanted to show you a couple stocks here. This is, let me get off this. That's the cues on a 1 minute. Everything's still looking good. The cues are above the 20. Where's my man Anthony? Kind of got on to him today. If you don't know who I am, my name's Gerald Peters. You can always hit my website, geraldpeters.info. Grab a copy of my free ebook. You want to grab my trading plan, my trading strategy, it's there too, the money flow. Ebooks are pretty cheap. You can read it on your phone. I like the hard copy. If you get one, I'll sign it and send it to you. Damn, maybe we could even become friends. I know more about the stock market than any of your friends, I bet you. I bet I know more than your daddy. So why don't you let me help you out with that? Because there's only 3 ways in America to get rich, by the way. Either own a successful business. That's one. The other one is to invest in other people's businesses. We're live on YouTube, by the way. Hopefully you guys can see me. Let me know the sound is good. Give me a little thumbs up there on YouTube. These are recorded on YouTube too, by the way. Number 1, you can own a successful business. Number 2, you can invest in other people's businesses, which is what I like to do. And number 3 is own real estate, which is also what I like to do. I think I'm going to try to do a whiteboard class tonight, and I won't pick on anybody. I'm just going to do the class. Okay? I won't pick on any. Matter of fact, I may kill the comment, so I'm not tempted. And we're going to talk a little bit about Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant. That's one of my favorite books out there. I'm not a big fan of his financial advice. I kind of don't even think he wrote the book, to be honest, because whenever you hear him talk, he doesn't sound shit like the book. But where he breaks down the E, the B, the I, and the F, or what is it? EBI. You know what I'm talking about? The Cash Flow Quadrant. Um, and we'll talk about on there, where I'm at. Like, I don't really consider myself a business owner. If I go on vacation, there's no money being made. The money that comes in when I'm on vacation comes from investments, which is one of the quadrants. S, E S I B, and then I. I am self-employed though, in that I have created my own job, and a lot of people that quote own a business are actually just self-employed, which is fine, but the chances of you making that a business that you can sell is probably pretty slim. That's why you got to learn this stock market game here, man. Again, if you don't have a successful business, if you don't own a bunch of real estate, and you don't learn this game, man, you are doomed. So I like this game because I don't need a lot of employees. Let's check a stock out like Zim. This is one we picked up back in August in the Money Flow gang. We've collected a lot in dividends in this stock. The stock's been controversial because it pays out such a high damn dividend, nobody believes it. And it just keeps getting sold off, and yet they keep cranking out the dividends. It's a very unusual situation. This is one of the things that I try to do is find unusual income stocks, man. Unusual income stocks. Not my only game. I like to trade too. I'm sitting right now in a losing day trade, by the way. I like to swing trade. I like to position trade, which those are different. But I get a great kick out of waking up to dividends. It's kind of, it's one of my favorite things in life, man. A lot of people like a lot of things. When I check my phone and I see, I don't know, $270 from BX, and I didn't do jack shit, no phone calls, called nobody, and the money's just in my account. I don't know how anybody can't be addicted to that. Damn. Who cannot be addicted to free money? Crazy to me. First time I got a dividend check, my life changed. I was like, holy shit. Now, some people don't have that response because they think it's too small. What I realized was that money was coming when I was over here doing this. And if I could do this, and get this money, holy shit. And that's how I got to where I started earning over $100,000 a year and six figures without going to college and without having any real skill set. I ain't certified to do anything. Nobody on here would hire me because I got no skills except the skills that I developed myself. This is Zim. And one of the things inside of the money flow, the other day I was kind of getting on to some people. I wasn't getting on. I just feel like part of my job, I know people don't like it. A lot of adults don't want to coach. They don't want to coach, man. They don't want somebody in their ear reminding them. But I try to do that. I kind of feel like that's my responsibility inside of the money flow is to remind people. And, obviously at the end of the day, people can do what they want to do. But I'm always trying to teach the money flow in its purest form, man, so that everything's executed perfectly. Yeah, and obviously you can mess that up. But messing it up is because we jumped it usually. And it's better to jump it than not buy it if we're just all things considered. But I was talking about people jumping the stage 4. This is one of the biggest problems you'll have is you'll jump it too soon. The other one you'll have is, guys, listen, we don't pay commissions anymore inside of America. There is no reason to buy a large position. Once you understand the money flow and you understand the cycles of the market and you understand that stocks go up, stocks go down, and you understand you got your whole fucking life, you don't have to rush into a stock. You can build out a portfolio and wait for these positions to set up. Where's my man Anthony? My man Anthony told me he sold all of his stocks yesterday. I actually puked a little bit on myself when I heard that. Now, he did it for a good reason. He went out and bought a property. So I can't be too mad at him because I've got millions of dollars in properties. But hearing someone sell all their stocks, it hurt my soul, man. It hurt my soul. And he said that he thought the market was going to come down. Well, first off, you don't have no fucking clue where the market's going to go. And if you go around basing it on what you think when you're not an expert, I mean, you can't be an expert. You're too damn young. You can't. You got to have it. I mean, where's your 10,000 hours, man? Most people have not dedicated themselves every day, 8, 10 hours a day studying the market. And so when they come up with opinions, they're just making some shit up, man, based off of feeling. They don't have any expert. Nobody in the world would hire them to manage $1 billion. And yet we'll take our own money and do crazy shit with it, man. And they'll be like, oh, well, I feel like the market's going to go down, so they step aside, which tells me, not talking about him, but when people do that is one, A, they don't understand compounding. They don't understand compounding at all. Most of the money in the stock market, most of the return comes from dividends, by the way, and then through the process of compounding. And if you're not in, you can't compound. And so they misunderstand. They think, a lot of people think, especially men in their 30s to 35, I don't know what is in the water. I don't know what is in the testosterone or the hormones or the milk they're feeding us men. But men between age of, maybe back it up a little, 28 to 35, this is the age when you'll do some of the dumbest shit you have ever done in your life. And you think you're the smartest because you've been alive for a long. I know. I was there. I did it. And that's why I talk about it, because I feel like I'm trying to save people from doing the same dumb shit I did. And that's the age where I lost about $70,000 to $90,000 trying to learn to trade, doing all kinds of dumb things. And so I try to obnoxiously point it out at times so that maybe I save one guy, maybe one man, maybe one 28-year-old listens to me, builds out this portfolio, puts the money in, goes, you know what? I'm going to reject all these feelings that I have right now, all this that I know, like they reject all of that. And they just do the do. And then they look up when they're 42 and they're fucking millionaires and they go, what'd you do to do it? Not much. I just didn't sell my stocks. I just didn't get in debt. I just didn't marry a dumb lady. I just didn't do, like they just didn't do dumb shit and then they got rich. All you got to do to become a millionaire is just not do dumb things. That's it. It's super simple. Man, I need to get a whiteboard, not be looking at stocks. I'm fired up right now. Okay. God damn, I wish I was 35. Holy fuck. If I knew what I know now at 35, oof, you wouldn't hear from me. My friends would be like, where'd Gerald go? I don't know, man. He went to some oil field where they're paying him like $250 a year to. I'd be gone making money. All right. S&P 500 is just right here hanging on to this 20-day. We could go either way, man. We're just inside a big trading range. Big trading range here, man. I know I would have held on to that Tesla stock that I sold. I know I would have held on to that Amazon stock that I sold because I was so smart thinking that it went up 500%. So I should sell it because that's what a smart guy would do. And then it went up another 5,000% and I didn't get rich on it. But I was smart. And that's what happens. And I could name 100 stocks like that you could hold and own looking back. So keep that in mind. And I don't want to go Sunday service on us, but this is a stage 3. The longer this goes sideways, the more likely this is now a stage 1 and we're getting ready to go up. Now, I know every 30-year-old male on here thinks we're going down because they always think we're going down. Everybody thinks we're going down, always. Does anyone know what indicators he uses? Yeah, bro, pretty easy to find out. I'm going to help you out, man. Go to my website. Go to my website, man. The biggest indicator I'm using is the spirit of God, the brain that he gave me, and the price pattern, this right here. This is what you need to know, how price moves. All these indicators, which are listed right here on page 7 of my newsletter, there's a summarization of everything I'm using, 5-day, 10-day, 20, RSI, support, resistance, MACD, and then around this pattern here. And then, there's fundamentals too, like, depending on how we're trading. If we're investing, fundamentals are important. If we're trading, they don't really mean shit. But we want to make sure, let me give you an example. Man, I'm so fired up, man, right now. I think I drank too much coffee, man. God damn, man. I don't think you could love the stock market anymore, and I love it right now. Let's see. Can you make out with a stock chart? Is that weird? Hey, don't judge me, man. So here is I wish you could kiss charts. That'd be cool. The we thought that was the lowest low, and then it wasn't, right? So what we have here is a failure to communicate. Stage one, breakout, didn't go very far, but it did what the money flow says it usually does, is it hit a previous high. And then it stopped. And if I'm trading the previous high, just around in there, it's not science, right around there, becomes my first target, and I take some off the trade because it's probably not going any further, because that's where support and resistance comes from. Price hitting where it used to go before. And if you look on there, it's one of the 6 components of the money flow, support and resistance zones, learning how to use them. So it hit there and then came down, which this now becomes resistance, right? It was before, it is still now. Then what? Well, we get our crossover right around in this zone here. It's a zone, right? It's a zone. In this zone, man, I don't know why my thing wouldn't keep going. What's up, Scott? Good thing. Good to see you, man. As it comes down, and right around in there, I mean, that's a confirmation that we just broke it, and now we're in a stage 4 decline. If I'm a trader, I got to get out, man. You got to eat the loss. The moment you go, I'm going to hold it, you're not trading. And if you were, you suck at it. The moment you can't pull the trigger, when that thing went down, when you were trading to the upside, you now suck as a trader. You're not a trader. Now, if it's a buy and hold stock, it don't matter. Like, you don't care if it comes down. You want it to come down, which is like this stock here. It's got almost a 7% dividend yield. Shit, bring it down. But what I'm looking for before I buy it, nobody wants to admit they suck either. Right here, I'm looking for this apex point. That's called the anchor point. Anchor point. Think about a boat. If you were to drop the anchor, bam, hits the bottom. Anchor point. The anchor point connects stage 4 to stage 1. All we got to do is find the lowest low, and that is today. And you might say, well, maybe tomorrow it goes lower. Maybe. If it does, that'll be the new anchor point. And we'll ride that baby boy all the way down. But listen, each lowest low, I assume that's it. So that's the bottom. Now, I'm not going to act on this until price gets above the 5-day exponential moving average, and I get at least 4 candles. I might jump in on candle 3. I might. But what I don't want to do is jump it and price hasn't gotten above the 5, because it means it's too weak. Let me give you an example, that one that a lot of people jump. Not a big deal. I just need to point it out, okay? Don't be all hurt. Notice AT&T. A lot of people got in this one early. You be all right. But I like to make it. So big sell-off. Do you buy that? Nah, man. That's for suckers. You don't buy that. See that big? Nah, man. Look how far apart these moving averages are. Look at this. See how we call that a broken family inside the money flow. Broken family. Your brother went one way. Your mama went the other. Daddy went another way. Broken family. Just an easy way. I'm sure other people have some more sophisticated way of calling it. The point is, market can't go up until these mofos come together. It ain't going to happen until that shit comes together. Don't believe me? Go look. Until they start to go sideways, that ain't going up, man. On any chart, anywhere. Started to there, didn't work, right? But until that happens, they're not going up. And it can't go up without going above the green line. Impossible. So my first check is, I'm waiting for this thing to build a base, which we got it right here. But until price gets above that 5-day moving average, man, till that price gets above that, I don't want anything to do with it, man. A little weak. It's weak, man. So back to where we were looking at. So same thing here. So we know it's going to be at least until, what, Friday? I mean, what is today? Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday. So you see how I'm kind of getting ahead of this. So my day will be in a perfect world, Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna get my chance to get in this. Now, I keep a log over here. Now let's see. 424 adding to WBA, same stock we're looking at. Let me find 424. I must have miswrote that. Sometimes my date will be off a day or two. It had to have been on 425, which was, yeah, I miswrote. There's no way I did it on that day. Let's see. Unless I counted that as getting back in the box, man. I can't see why I would have. But definitely right there, bam, back in the box. See the box right here? So if you go back and look, the only time you're going to see me buying is after a big down move and price starts to go sideways. Now, that doesn't mean it's the bottom. Shit, it might go sideways and do another leg down. And it's like, cool, I'll buy all of them. So I'll buy some shares. I'll buy some shares. I'll buy some shares. I'm only buying stage one, man. I'm only buying. Oh, no, was it 424, bro? Oh, April. Let me back that up. Yeah, right here. Right around here. There's no. I probably got it wrong on the log. Sometimes I'll have the dates wrong because I'm looking at the calendar. Because I actually fill the log out in delay time. I text it to the Money Flow gang in real time, and then I wait a day, 2 days. Some days I forget, 3 days, and then I fill in the log. But you can go back and check me, man. Go back and look at these, and you'll see why I did what I did. Right now, it's just been a lot of adding, not a lot of trimming. There hasn't been a lot to trim. What are you guys talking about March, man? 424. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you're right. Up here. Did I add it up here? Maybe we were playing the breakout. Let me see. Where the hell is it 24? Yeah, it looks like I was trying to play it, possibly breaking out. I don't know. I need to go back and audit that. That doesn't look right to me. I don't usually make mistakes. Let's see. Possible though. That's why I do a log, man. Keep myself honest. Um, let's see. 417 added to Uber. 413 added to Uber. New position trade in Schwab. What day was that? 411. April 11th. Let's look at this one. This was a new one we did, trying to take advantage of this regional banks. Almost got a rent here in March and didn't. The reason I didn't bite on this shit in March is this here. You see how wide that is? Almost never will this move here work until these come together. So anytime I get a big down move, I don't get excited if these moving averages are this far apart. You almost always want to wait. And you can see in this zone here is where they came together. Even though it kept going down, just as a rule of practice, this almost never works. But it is technically a stage one because it did put in a pivot point and price did get above the 5-day. I doubt I would have bought that. I know I didn't buy it. So let's see. What did I say? What day was it? April 11th. I got to get a damn editor on my shit too. All right. Damn, come on. And of course, it's pouring down raining here, so if I end up having problems, I may have to. Come on, man, don't shut me down. April. like I have some shit wrong here. Oh, 11th. All right. There we go. Vindicated. Right there. The 11th. So notice what happened. There's my lowest low, anchor point. Day 2, day 3, boom, 4th. Hold the 5-day. Boom. And that's the way I'm looking to do it every time, man. Now, in this situation, this is a position trade, so I plan to sell it when it gets back to fair value. This is not a buy and hold for me. The dividend yield's not high enough for me to buy and hold it, but I will take the little dividend it's got. But the company's worth 70 something dollars. Some 74, some say 70. So it's around 70. So blue chip stock trading underneath 200. Those are gold anytime you can get them. Back on K. This was a boring one if you guys remember. What was it, last year, year before? I'm like, Kellogg's, man. But Kellogg's ain't moving. But we've had a nice little run out of Kellogg's here. Anytime you get these blue chip stocks, man, trading underneath this 200. Come on, man, did they tell you that in high school? They tell you in high school, hey, anytime you see a stock trading underneath the 200, it pays a dividend, blue chip stock, you definitely want to buy it. And then this happens so much, it's actually scary, man. It's shocking how well it works. Hold on. Man, getting killed over here. Not been a good day trading. Every breakout has just been sold off, so not good. Bread and butter, can't beat it, man. And we could look at chart after chart after chart of this process of these things hitting these 200s, man. Right now, Wells Fargo, a lot of these bank stocks are trading underneath this 200. They're going to go back and tag that 200, man. I don't know if they keep going, but they're going to tag that 200. It almost did here and then didn't. Came back down. It's giving you another shot. So stage 1 runs up, comes back. Now there's another stage 1. The only problem that some people have with this is it can take a little while. That's all right. You ain't got enough money in it anyway. Look over here. Anchor point, price gets above the 5, bangs the 200. Anchor point, price gets above, almost hit our, look at that. Price bangs the 200. You can just show stock after stock of this happening. Don't do it with options though, because you don't know how long it's going to take, and you're going to get killed with the expiration. Amgen looks nice too. Let's look at Amgen. So let me show you something. If you go to thepetersreport.com, that's my newsletter. Nobody ever thanks for the newsletter. Put fucking hours into this every week. I used to put some sort of video there. There's usually 2 videos in there. Trading log. I get thousands of people that look at it, but I never get thousands of thank yous. Let's see. It's all taken for granted, man. Look at this. So every week I do this little state of the. I need to update. I missed it. No, that's the right one. 5/7. So 2 days ago on Sunday night. Oh, don't thank me now, man. It don't work that way. Stage 1, 3s, breakouts, new swings, growth, B&B, whatever dividends I got coming. And those are, if you want to see what I hold, it's on page 18 of the newsletter is my buy and hold. And if they're on a stage 1, if I got the money, I'm buying a little. These are ideas and thoughts, things I'm looking to get into. So you see Snap right there. Well, we got into Snap fast this week. SNAP. So same thing. Look, Snap fell. Would I buy the big day of the drop? No, that's for the dummies, man. You gotta let it come in. We got our anchor point. 1, 2, 3. We're up a day. We jumped a day early. That's because it stopped here before. So Prices pulled down. Technically, it's not above the five today. It did close above the five, so we're playing the five. It's going to take a little while, but you could keep nibbling. So this is probably going to take a couple weeks, maybe a month to develop. Pinterest, same thing. A lot of these. There's a bunch of these setting up right now, man. Some things are going up, some things are going down, man. That's managing a portfolio. Okay. Let's go back to this. So if you look on here, what else we got? These are some new swing trades. These are all buyable stage ones. These are, I'm always trying to track. What's up? What's up, Tim? What's up, guys? Yeah, Mass, good to see you in the group, man. These are, we're always keeping an eye on these. Always keep an eye on these dogs of the Dow, man. These are just money. You could become a multimillionaire just adding to those on stage one. Just do it for the rest of your life. Don't do the 28, 35-year-old man thing where you sell all your fucking stocks because you think the market might go down. Bench press 350, scared to hold a stock. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Let these things compound. You want these stocks to come down. Shit, every day I wake up, I hope these crash. We need these to come down so we can get large positions in them, man. Because it takes a while. It's taken me like 15 years to get fucking 20,000 into Pepsi. But it's one of 60 something stocks, so it's going to take a while. So we need them to come down, man. Trades, obviously, we most likely want them to go up. So you got to have that split mind. It takes a while to understand that split mind that we have going on. That we could be short one stock, long another, compounding dividends in another, and then putting a hedge on over here. All that can be going on at the same time. But this is just me mapping it out, man, so that nothing takes me by surprise this week. And I'm executing on what my plans were. Like to buy a little Pinterest. But, there's only so much money in the world, so I got to narrow it down sometimes. Right now, I've been focused on growth. Oh, we got a little breakout going in real, and then I'm going to show you another one. Let's look at the TQ. I like to day trade the TQ. Let's see. On the 1 minute chart. Let's turn it on real time here. Bam. So let's look. Been some terrible trading today. The ranges are too small to get anything going. There's our anchor point. 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, 4. Right in there is your buy zone. Now, you're probably going to get filled up here because we're going to probably wait till the close unless you're just super fast. Bam. So now we're in 1,000 shares. My first target would be somewhere in here. You say why? Previous high. So you see the money flow, right? Now, just because you can see it don't mean you're going to make money on it. You saw a little run. It tried to go. Couldn't do it. Came down. Well, there's our sideways, right? There's our sideways. Stage 1. Stage 2 breakout. Now we're running up. What I hope is the 3 won't start till at least up there. And so what you're seeing there is that right there. Gerald, do you host a Discord server at all? Of course I do. You must be new to following me, man. Yeah, man, Money Flow Gang. That's what that is. Bunch of them in here are in it, man. Only a nerd loves this. I guess I'm a nerd. I love stocks, man. I got about $1 million in them. It's hard not to love $1 million. Most people don't love money, to be honest, man. They love getting rid of money. Spend that shit as fast as they get it. That money comes in and they give it to everybody but themselves. I'm a greedy motherfucker. I like to keep it. I like to take my money and put it in shit like this that pays me more money. Just greedy. Just, hey, let me take my money. Let me take my money and put it in shit that's going to pay me money. And then we'll spend somebody else's money. That's what I'd rather do. I said, what do you mean? Meaning, I'll take my money from my renters and go spend their money. how much it costs to join, man. You talking to me like I'm a prostitute. Man, you ain't even kissed me yet, man. You assuming I'm gonna let you in. Talking to me like I'm cheap. Man, I ain't no Instagram model. It ain't OnlyFans, man. You gotta own my book. You gotta read it. You're probably gonna get hazed. I'm probably gonna say mean things to you, and you might not like it, and then you'll quit. I had a guy quit 3 days in because I said something he didn't like. I'm like, well, goddamn, we just met. Most of my friends are used to that by the time they get here. I might be drunk. That doesn't mean I can't trade stocks or not know what I'm talking about, but I might talk shit because I tend to do that. Um, but no, you got to buy the book, man. You got to buy the book, man. Then you got to kiss me, and then send me a message, and then you can join our team of assassins. I'm just watching this right now. So I'm in this trade. We're going to let this come up and hopefully it hits. But the way it's been going today, as soon as it gets going, it takes me out. If you remember earlier in our trade room, I was saying take smaller positions. I didn't even take my own damn advice. I've been taking full positions all day. And then I go, man, you shouldn't have done that. You said earlier, take half position. If I'd have taken half position, I would have lost half the money today. I knew it too, man. You can. Oh, here we go. You can feel it when the market is just not going your way. And if you trade on the 1 minute chart, doing day trades, following the money flow, the problem you're going to run into is sometimes it just doesn't get going, and then you're going to get whipsawed a lot. That's how that happens. And then some days it just prints money, man. Some days it just prints money. Do trade options? No, I don't do options, man. I mean, at time to time I'll sprinkle them like salt and pepper, but man, I miss that group. What happened to salt and pepper? And you remember the good old days, Sugar Hill Gang. Buffalo Girls Go Around the Outside. Man, I remember the Sugar Hill Gang. You guys don't know nothing about that, man. Grandmaster Flash. Look at this shit here. Look. The moment it gets going, bam. He said Miller Lite or Coors today. Miller Lite. Sugar Hill Gang. Let's see. Oh, before I go, I wanted to bring this up to you guys' attention. I have it in the newsletter. We'll pull up the chart. I think it's on page 23, just so people check it out. I think it's worth watching, getting a little position in. I know a lot of people own shares in QYLD, QLYD, whichever it is. This is a similar setup. This thing tracks the price of Tesla. It's pretty new, and they're doing covered calls on it. So instead of me messing around with options, I can just do what I do, focus on finding stage ones, trading shares. I can let these guys do the covered call options for me. Right now, the return is, the dividend yield's like 30-some%. I'm assuming that's going to settle down as this goes forward. But this tracks the price of Tesla. It's called TSLA. Let's pull it up. Look at this. Now it bounces back. What is going on, man? This is some Girls Gone Wild shit on the Qs right now. TSLY. I miss those commercials. You know, they put that guy in jail. That guy from Girls Gone Wild. I guess because some of those girls didn't ask to be in the video. I don't know. Feels like if you whip them out in public, you got a good chance of being in a video. That seems pretty obvious to me, but apparently it wasn't to them. You can see it's brand new. There's like no volume here, right? But it's tracking the price of Tesla. So as Tesla goes up, Tesla goes down. This thing goes up, this thing goes down. Now, to understand, they're not doing anything to defend the lower price, okay? If the price goes down, this is going down. They're not buying any hedges or anything. They're just selling covered calls. And if let's look at Tesla. I bet it looks exactly the same. Let's see. Yeah, they did put that dude in jail. Uh, those videos. See, exactly the same. I'll tell you another guy they put in jail. You remember the guy? It was he sold like I don't want to say fake Viagra, but it was like natural, and they had the race car, and it was like enzyme or whatever, and they would have chicks on there, and she's smiling about her husband. I don't. I'm sure you remember those commercials. That dude went to jail too. He was on American Greed, one of the episodes, and the reason he went to jail is when you would order the free trial, they lock you on a subscription, and then when you try to cancel, they wouldn't cancel. You keep asking about plug, man. You gonna ride that bitch to zero? Let's see. Let's see plug today. Oh, I'll put in the wrong ticker. Hold on. We're gonna ride that thing down, man. Remember, I was telling you the other day these stocks are just not working right now. Yeah, the Rhino 1000. That one's still out though. Not the GoDaddy guy. FBL not coming up. It's possible there's one more letter in there. Maybe I miswrote it because the rest are four. Uh, Coinbase is CONL, and that's a 1.5 Coinbase. There's a whole series of these out right now. I think I have it on the thing here. I may have them. If you notice, the rest of them are four, and I only have three on Facebook. So I may have this wrong. There may be one more letter that goes. Maybe put another L and see if it comes up. AAPU, Ron, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, Facebook, and these are all leveraged 1.5. So kind of cool, and they're really cheap, so you can get a bunch of shares. The one I'm looking at right now is this C. Look at this shit, came right back down. Just getting killed. No, plug, you got to wait for a stage one, bro. This is a stage 4 decline today. Now, if it gets back in the box here, that's very bullish. If this thing was to come back into the box up in here, that would be extremely bullish. But it's right now stage 4 decline, so you got to do the dance. You got to wait for the bottom, man. I don't know about Uber. Uber's kind of run away on you, but I don't know. I mean, I'd go read up on why it's down. Maybe it's got a good chance to come back. Some girls will leave you, man. They'll leave you, go fool around, and then come back. What are you gonna do? Take her back? Unless you don't like her, don't take her back. Um, yeah, I'm liking these things too. Had a guy the other day. Man, thanks for showing me these. I'm like, oh yeah, are you appreciative of that? Oh yeah, man, I've been trading these. I love it. I'm like, well, why don't you buy my course then? How about that? Um, let's see. CONL not coming up either? Wait, what is it? Hold on. Okay. God damn it, it's breaking out today. So I put this in Discord last night. Yeah, dude, I gotta buy this, man. Uh, damn it. I should have bought this at the open. That's what I meant to do. Got sidetracked. This is a stage 1 in Coinbase. Here's our anchor point. 1 bar, 2 bar. This immediately went above the 5. So this was buyable yesterday. Definitely buyable today. This is Coinbase. This is 1.5 leverage. So, I mean, that's $830 into 1,100. And if it gets back to the previous one, it's 1,400. And the next one up is like 1,700. And that's from, this tracks the price of Coinbase times 1.5, but it's only $8. So even someone as broke as Tim here, who just came in, he can buy it because it's $8.30. So he can call his wife at work today and say, hey, baby, any way I can transfer $40 to E-Trade so I can buy 5 shares of CONL? I watched this guy on Instagram, and he said I should ask you so I don't get in trouble. I know a lot of you get in trouble. Let's see. So if we look at coin, Just ask her, sir. Then that way you won't get in trouble. Let's see, coin. Yep. See, there's coin breaking out. Now, if coin goes up, it would cost you $6,000. Ain't no way your wife's letting you put $60 in this shit. She'd be like, "Are you crazy? You've been watching some YouTuber. You're gonna put $60 into what?" So this would go from 60 to 70. So that'd be 6,000 into 7,000. Let's just do the math here. If we were to put $6,000 into an $8.30 stock and it goes to $11, that's a big chunk of money, man. That's a big chunk of money, man. What's up, Nick? Out there hustling in the land of hustle. What's up, Nick? What's up, man? So yeah, man, I like this. I like this. I might buy it today, by the way. Not for certain, but I'm gonna try to find the money. I wanted to get in on this. I'm in a lot of these: TSSL, Amazon, GGL. So let's look at the Google one. Google's expensive, man. I'm a brokey. I can't buy Google. It's too expensive. Let's see. Yeah, it's up 30%. But that 30% ain't shit on that thing. So if you remember, if you're in the money flow with me, I would have sent you a little message to your cell phone. Let's see. I might even message you if I'm drunk. Let's see. A lot of people suggest that I shouldn't be drunk. I had someone suggest the other day that I had a drinking problem. It don't really feel like a problem to me. It's pretty easy. Look. What does that look like? Yeah. So see how we're drawing this out? You need to get in flow, Blake. Stop bullshitting, hanging out with your loser friends, not following the market. You should be in the money flow gang, man. Then you can be that guy going, "I don't have time to log in, Gerald. I'm so busy." Let's see. Um, yeah, so this, the last run up we got in Google was right here. We got in right here. Let's see. Don't be a tight ass. Enjoy your life. That's pretty good philosophy. Let me go back to the log here. The only thing I like doing is making money, collecting dividends, collecting rent, working on houses, and trading stocks. Everything else is fucking boring to me. And because of that, it's made me a wealthy man. Imagine that if everything you like just makes you money. Let's see. New swing trade 228 in Google, GGLL, which is the 1.5 Google. So 228. Let's see what's going on 228 real quick. I used to have wife's friends when I was in my 30s, and I had a lot of friends, as you do when you're in your 30s, wasting a lot of time. And I was out at dinner one time, and I was telling them I just got in this house. It was my second property, second or third. I'm just picked up a couple stocks, and I'm all excited about it. Yeah, how you get when you first, I'm getting going. I've gotten some rent checks, man. I'm in my mind, I'm gonna be rich, and I'm all telling my friends, one of my friends' wives, she's like, "Oh, that's all you ever talk about. All you ever talk about now is money." She was like saying it was a bad thing. What day did we say? Kind of gave me a lecture, tried to make me feel bad. She kind of did at the time because I wasn't as strong minded as I am now. I was a little bit like my man Brian here, and I let her kind of fuck with me, and I felt a little bad about it. And then rent came in. Ha! I didn't feel bad anymore. GGLL, and it's 228. And then I was like, fuck that lady. And guess what? about 5 years later, she they asked for me for some help financially. Let's see. I was like, man, I wish I could help you, but all my money's going into rentals. Hold on. All right, man. Appreciate you. That, my friends, is a true story. And then they wanted some help because they had a baby, and then all of a sudden shit got expensive, and he was having to work a lot, and I quit my job because I didn't have property. I didn't need to work anymore. And then I said, man, I'd like to talk to you, but all I ever talk about is money, so I can't do it. Let's see. New swing 228. So my lesson is when people talk to you like that, tell them to go fuck themselves. Let's see, 228. Oh, March 28. That don't look right, man. I think I got my dates wrong on something here. Two 28. Let me go back. I think I got off or something on this. Oh, okay. Now I feel better. Bam! Look at that. Right there as it breaks the five. So, and that's the money flow, right? See the pattern. Sideways up, sideways down, sideways, bam, catch the five. And man, I might have been a little bit. I might have been a day early. Look at that. Not early, but I probably did it at the open. Still bullish on SoFi, of course. Appreciate you, Brian. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we nailed that one, man. Let me let's look at SoFi. Now, SoFi is a victim of the bank massacre. Um, shit. So we're gonna have to give it a little bit of a break because of that. Because it's a bank. I don't know if you know that. Fuck yeah, man. Looks good. So today's a buy day, man. Where's our lowest low? Right here. That's the lowest low. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, four. And we're above the 5 day moving average. So if I was a swing trader, which I've been known to be a swinger, here we go. Let's see. Now I don't swing with dudes though. I'm gonna let you know. Just so you know. Some of you are getting excited there. Um, yeah, I'd probably be this is where I'd be looking. I mean, this is too close. I mean, this is your first zone of resistance right around in here, but this is too close, man. Unless you were just taking massive position. But yeah, today's a buy signal. Nice. Where are we at in this dumbass trade? This thing here. This is just. Oh, the market closed. That's why. Um, yeah, I didn't even see the time. 3:11. Yep, I like it, man. I like it, man. I like it. So, man, I'm already in it. You know that. I mean, this has been a casualty of it. PayPal just looks awful. Just, man, I let's just pretend like we don't even own PayPal. I would just leave that alone for a while. That thing's going, it just been terrible. It's in there with Hanes Brands and a couple others that are on my shit list. MPW, I still like here. If we're just buying some income, remember this is not going to go all fly, but if we could get some down in here and then eventually drifts back up into the 11-12 area, and we own it for a long time collecting dividends, that would be a beautiful situation. Um, you know, um, We'll look at this one last. This is a recent, the last swing trade I put on, trying to play the travel game here. I thought it looked like Delta, maybe American, a few others might run, and looks like yeah, we should be in the money now a little bit. Not a money shot, but in the money. It's but man, we're just banging on this resistance here. If we can get through that, and I'll be on my size is small on this. It's I only got 100 shares. Whenever you play these leveraged ones, Diane, I thought you moved away or something. I thought you got scared and stopped trading stocks. Glad to see you here. I was gonna send you a message. Thought maybe you got eaten by an alligator in Florida or something. Speaking of swingers, no, I'm teasing. The I'm teasing. You have Joy sound on YouTube. I have no sound on YouTube. Or you mean low sound? Is it low? Hmm. Hopefully it recorded. We'll see. Where was I? Let's see. No sound, huh? Well, I'm wrapping up anyway. Really? Nobody's telling me that, bro. Um hmm. No sound, huh? Okay, he says sound is good. Oh man, they're trying to fuck with me. The other day I had a dude doing that and he was just straight saying it. And then I had a person calling in when I go live on because they know my phone number. So there they go. I got them this time though. See it? I got them this time. I used a different phone, man, with no cell service. So then they start hitting me on WhatsApp because they know it'll ring through there, and they just start fucking with me. Um, let's see. No worries. We're wrapping up anyway. So anyway, this is a play on the travel. This is a play on the travel that it might Delta and them might run up. Cheaper way than trying to buy Delta stock. Um, Come on, man. I'm wrapping up. Now you're gonna throttle me. Really? We were going good. I actually think I just lost internet. There we go. It's raining pretty hard here. So if you look at Delta or American, um, same chart. So I'm just making a play that these things break out, run up here to the 39 range on Delta. You could trade Delta, but rather than doing that, stop probably somewhere around the 32. So, if you're into risk reward, I'm risking basically $2.50 to make hopefully $5. That's the game. And that's trading. That's the game, right? And there's some pretty strong support here, and it is the money flow pattern. And I basically just call this a big stage one is what's kind of turned, and it just kept going. So the longer it goes sideways, the more I anticipate that it goes up. That's just the way I play. I wouldn't buy any Chinese stocks. I just don't see. I think there's too many other good stocks to buy. You don't even need to fuck with the Chinese stocks. I mean, you can. Don't go heavy, man. Baba and all them. I don't know, man. I just lost my interest in. I still own some of the index, but it's. Yeah. I mean, you got a good pattern here, right? You got a great one, actually. Don't feel warm and fuzzy about this one, though. They're throwing sideways up, sideways down, sideways. If I was you and got in this, if I bought this, I would put a stop right here in this 79 range. I don't want to ride this down if it was me, because who knows what they're gonna do, bro. Um, that's how I would play it. But I'm not jumping off at any chain. There's more stocks that I like that are in America that I don't have the money to buy, that I just don't see a need to run off and buy this. There's tons of other setups, and personally, I'd probably rather play the index I'm going to assume that the Chinese index looks exactly the same. Let's see. FXI. It actually looks better. That makes me feel a little bit better about the trade because at least the index is trying to break out here. Um, yeah, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Set a stop, be careful. That's trading, right? We take risk. You might be right. Maybe it's time for the Chinese stocks to run. I'm trying to be a nicer person. So maybe that works out, man. Maybe it runs. Hey, I appreciate everyone. If you don't have my book, hit my bio link, get it. If you're looking with some friends to trade with, that'll help you out. There's a lot of good people in there, know what they're doing. We got a lot of good channels, I think, for dividend stocks, for trading, for day trading, all that good stuff. We got them in there. Shit, I don't know. Maybe I'll even open up an options chart. I hate to do that though, man. So many people lose money, man. I hate that. And go check out the newsletter. I put a lot of effort into it, updating it. I update the trading log, not every day, but almost every day. And, you know, everything from crypto, we got our crypto in there, to whatever stocks that are on my mind typically are what you'll see in there. Some I'll keep in there for a while because I still like what I see about them. And then I try to rotate it so it doesn't stay boring. But if you go over to page 29, it talks about coming in and trading with us. I really think it would help. I know it hurt. It'd probably make you better. Most of you probably scared because then you'd have to do it right. And you'd have someone in your ear, man. Still waiting on a Discord link. Can't get a Discord link, man. You got to buy my damn book and go read this and apply. You got to apply, man. You got to apply. Not everybody can just join, man. You might be broke. I don't let people in that are broke. By broke meaning you got a bunch of debt and you really need to be doing better things than trading. Absolutely, Dexter. Appreciate you guys, man. Be good. Did I lose? If I didn't lose sound there on. Okay, he said he can hear me just fine. Appreciate you. I think that dude was fucking with me, man. I get people that do that on purpose. They'll be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. They'll do that just to mess with you. Then I was saying earlier, they'll start calling in, and then they'll start WhatsApping you. They're just trying to mess with your phone when you're on YouTube, if they know your number, man. So that usually lets me know it was somebody that I know because they got my phone number. Appreciate you guys.